Hello, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining me today on Fortune's Wheel Tarot. I know that it has been quite a minute since I have posted a reading for you. Thank you so much for returning to my channel. This is going to be a reading for the retrograde, Mercury retrograde in April 2024, or whenever this message finds you. As always, I offer this for the highest good to benefit the planet. Release me from any blocks and restrictions. May this serve all who need. Spirit and angel guides, keepers of the divine white light, keepers of the Akashic records, ascended masters. What are the messages for Sagittarius at this time, please? Messages for Sagittarius at this time, please. Thank you. Your first card out, the Eight of Keys, the Master Artisan. The second card, the number 10, Major Arcana, the Light of the World. The third card, also Major Arcana, the number 21, Uriel and the Sphinx. Lots of cards about intuition in these readings and following your psychic guidance. Three of Forces, the bird's nest on the bottom. That's a card about preparing your nest. Preparing for some type of increase in your family, business, your household. Could be going under renovations. Best not to start anything and just plan and research at this time, if you're able to do that. This being a Mercury retrograde, it's the best time to research, rethink, review, reflect. Clarifying messages on your Akashic Tarot cards, please. Clarifying messages for Sagittarius. On the Eight of Keys, Master Artisan, Six of Wands. Success in whatever endeavors you're into. On the number 10, the Light of the World, the World. That's also ultimate attainment. You're opening the door to your higher self. On Uriel and the Sphinx, the Queen of Wands. So you're making moves toward your confidence and your psychic abilities, and you're doing the work, which is most important, Sagittarius. On the bottom of this deck, the Seven of Cups. So could be that you are researching and reviewing whatever it is you're making a choice about right now. Whatever it is that you're trying to figure out or make a decision on with the Seven of Cups, this is the time to do the research. Get all your facts together. Review everything. And then make your decision. The end of Mercury retrograde is April the 25th, and then there's a shadow period after that for a couple of weeks. We'll be into May by then. If you can hold off on making any major decisions, just do your research until then. Work on your craft. Work on your psychic notions and abilities. On the Master Artisan and Six of Wands, ease. It's easy for me to receive. On the Light of the World and the World, intuition. Each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what's needed. It's so difficult to do that sometimes, Sagittarius, with everything going on in the world and so many distractions with social media, etc. But you have to be able to listen inside and really live moment to moment as best as you can. On Uriel and the Sphinx and the Queen of Wands, humility. Allow me, Divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. That is your higher self trying to reach out to you and tell you to listen to yourself, to listen to your intuition. The divine is within us as we are in the divine. So when you have those notions and those things that are making you think and catching your attention, that is something that you should be paying attention to. Absolutely. The first Akashic Tarot card for you is the Eight of Keys, the Master Artisan. And this is a card about sharing your gifts with the world. You can see the Master Artisan pouring some coins there into the hands of one of his apprentices. And so this is about you figuring out what it is that you want to share with the world, what it is that you love to do, that you lose yourself in when you're doing it. If you're fortunate enough to know what that is already, then you know immediately what I'm talking about. Some of you may have to do some inner work to figure out what that is, or maybe that's what you've been doing the inner work toward. But the Six of Wands, clarifying this, it's success. It is, you attaining whatever it is, victory, recognition, award, good news. So whatever that means for you, the Eight of Keys are like pentacles in the Akashic Tarot. And so this would be enjoying your work. The Eight of Pentacles is getting pleasure from your work, enjoying your work. And so then in that way, it's not really work at all. If you enjoy what you do, it's truly not work. So you have an opportunity right now to offer your talents and your gifts to the world, and don't hold back what you have to share. My mom used to tell me, don't hide your light under a bushel. And that is from the Bible. But this card actually has, in the message, it is, don't hide your light under a basket. So I know you're a fire sign. I am as well. I'm an Aries, but I don't necessarily like to be the center of attention. And I think some of you are probably that way too. We all have different placements, but it could be that you're teaching or training someone, just like this Master Artisan is doing. So for some people, that is not necessarily something creative, but it could be that you're sharing your gifts of compassion, the ability to just sit with someone. That is a gift in and of itself. So put yourself out there, and you have a lot to offer the world, Sagittarius. You have a lot of power and beauty and laughter and humor and creativity and compassion to share with the world. So just feel those energies pour into your heart and out to the people around you. You see how this woman is handing the rose to the other woman here. It's sharing what you have. You can't be drained because everything that you give flows back to you. And this is clarified with ease. It's easy for me to receive. You have to believe that. You have the power to open your mind to that. So as we give, we also receive. The next card out for you is the number 10, Major Arcana, the light of the world. And you can see someone is inside here working, and there is an entity on the outside of the door there knocking. this is your higher self. There's no knob on the door. This indicates that, your higher self is knocking at the door, reaching out to you, and you are the one who can open the door, and the only one. Your higher self is reaching out to you so that you can be more enlightened. And I see you, of course, obtaining this with the World card and the Intuition cards, clarifying this. But it's a higher awareness, opening yourself to your higher self, to all of the wisdom of your soul and your eternal being. So, as I said, it's up to you and only you to open the door, because no one else can do it. And through meditation, you can tap into an enormous power and love, and know a greater power and love in every step, in every word. And so that may sound corny, but the world on the light of the world is something I've never had before. So yeah, the world is attainment. It is the final card in the tarot. It is the Fool's end of the journey, successful completion, accomplishment. So this is key for you. Major Arcana is a big deal, and it's key for you to open yourself up to this awareness. Intuition. Each person's road to the inner Lord is extraordinary and personal. How liberating to listen inside and sense moment to moment what's needed. It's so important to shed all the ego and remember that spirit that is inside, Sagittarius. It's so important to be able to do that. It's the only way that you can hear, what's inside. The ego is so loud, and social media and the world is so loud now. You have to really work to block it out anymore. And sometimes anything, you just have to turn off the phone, and that's the source. That's the greatest cord to cut, is the one between me and my phone. The final major arcana out for you from the Akashic Tarot is Uriel and the Sphinx. And Uriel is an ascended master and one of the divine entities that can work with you, an archangel who can work with you on transformation. And the Sphinx represents time eternal, and you doing the work to dig out from the karmic trench that you may have been in, as the Sphinx has been dug out from the sands many, many times over. It's you actually doing the work and recognizing the psychic power that you have and the transformation that you have. And Uriel can help you with that. And it's being bold enough, being a Sagittarius, you don't have much problem with that. Sometimes, as I was saying before, I know we all have placements that are different, but this is ambition. The Queen of Wands is, confidence, a feisty person. And so the Sagittarius I know are feisty, and that's one of the reasons we love them. So, but have self-assurance. With Uriel and the Sphinx, have the confidence. And, it just dawned on me, I believe that 21, is that right? Let me make sure. Well, actually it's 22. There are 22 cards in the major arcana. So I was going to say you got the World, basically 21 twice. But there are actually 22 cards in the Akashic Tarot, so there's one more after Uriel, and the Sphinx adds some. But this is an amazing reading, Sagittarius. It's a beautiful reading, especially for retrograde. All these readings have been great for everyone, and so I'm so happy for you. But it looks like, you're getting your confidence and coming into your own with this, and that is most important. But also humility. Allow the divine to come into your heart and accept the right assistance from the divine. Welcome the divine's help in every way and delight in receiving it, because the divine delights in you. Focus on whatever it is that you want to share with the world, and do the work as best you can to open yourself up to your higher self, and do your meditation, work it in, even 5 minutes a day. It can open you up to things. It can open you up spiritually, emotionally, and it's a time right now for you to do this work that you've been doing. I feel like you've come a long way. So work with your meditations and Archangel Uriel, and this is deeply connected with this Light of the World card, because this is, these are both cards talking about your higher power. 2 major arcana talking about your higher power. So you may have to, right now during this retrograde period, just take a time out and go within. And that would be good advice, I think, for all of us right now. As I started off the reading saying, retrograde is a good time to re-examine, reevaluate, review all those things that you can do to cover your bases, to have more clarity. And after the retrograde is over, things will become clearer. You will be more clear. And at that point, if you have done the work, then you will have achieved more enlightenment. And I know it's not easy. I keep feeling like I am done with the dark night of the soul, and then I'm like, how many freaking times am I going to have to go through the dark night of the soul? What else is it? What else is it that I have to learn that I'm not learning, but something apparently. So anyway, I believe that I've come a long way, and far too far to give up now. So as an overall card for you, I picked the number 27, or the universe picked Heart, Home, Compassion. That's a beautiful card, and I know already before reading it, but I am going to read it to you. I love the Shaman's Dream Oracle messages, and I just love sharing the whole message with you. Heart, home, love in its truest form, compassion. When you begin to feel like you do not belong anywhere, it's time to make your way back to your heart home. This is your true home. You are being called back to the quiet place where your soul resides. This is freaking amazing, Sagittarius. This whole reading has been about you and your higher self. Put everything on hold for a short while. You are being offered the experience of love in its purest form, unconditional and unbounded. This is not the love you must work hard to earn or barter for. Drop into your heart space and rest there for a breath or two. Replace the judgment of yourself and others with compassion. Really, it is that easy when the heart home shows up. There's no need to forgive anyone for anything. None of it occurred in spiritual truth. It is only your belief in that story that makes it so powerful. Allow your love to wash clean all those impressions. Empty yourself of all judgment and preconceptions, and allow Spirit to fill you with the sweet nectar of peace. When Heart Home shows up, it is imperative that you heed its call, lest the universe orchestrate a way to bring you back to yourself that is of a harsher nature. I always want to cross that last part out because it just sounds like it's ending on a negative tone there, but let me just read the part before that again. There's no need to forgive anyone for anything. None of it occurred. In spiritual truth, that is. It is only your belief in that story that makes it so powerful. Allow your love to wash clean all those impressions. Empty yourself of all judgment and preconceptions, and allow Spirit to fill you with the sweet nectar of peace. What did I say about resting? Stepping back for a short while, and replace the judgment of yourself with compassion. Sagittarius, trust your intuition. I really, truly hope that this reading has brought you peace. I think this is a most beautiful reading for you for the retrograde period. This month of April, just re-examine. Just take a step back and rest as best as you can, and be compassionate with yourself, and really figure out what it is that you love if you don't already know, and what you want to do, what you want to share with the world. And I just feel so much love for you, Sagittarius. I hope that this reading resonated with you. Thank you again so much for joining me, for returning to my channel. And if you like this reading, please like and subscribe. It really helps the algorithm. And I will see you next time. I am wishing you love and light. Bye for now.